I'm back, finally, after a 2-week break and having so much to handle and deal with, from my students who were displaced because of the windstorm, to my husband who's in ER, to shooting this documentary, and just so many other things going on. I was just so busy and could not find the time to shoot. But now, I am here. So, hi! So today on What's the Tea, I really wanted to talk about preparing our students for college and making sure that our students are career and college ready, and if we're even doing that as educators. Not only are you going to hear from me, but you're also going to hear from 2 of my students, because I didn't want you to just get it from a teacher's perspective. I also wanted you to hear it from students who have to sit in the classroom and listen to a lesson every day, if they're even getting a lesson. So let's get started.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition. Lift off.
Before I even get into the topic, let me just go through the regular hoopla. Please, please, please subscribe down below, and don't forget to check the notification button bell on one of these sides up top so you can get notified every time I post a new video. And please share, 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 share. So now that that's out the way, let's get to the serious topic at hand. I honestly feel like we are doing our students a disservice. We can't possibly be preparing our students for college if 60% is passing. Now, I'm not sure about your county, but in my county, 60% is passing. 60%, as in the average, is passing. On that alone, we can't possibly be preparing our students for college, because there is no college, no university, higher level of education that you're gonna go to where D is a passing grade. Now, if we're saying that's passing in our county, how could we possibly be preparing our students for college if that's not a passing grade? Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. And because of that, I feel like we're not giving the kids what they need on that alone. That's not even getting into our teaching styles and what we're teaching and providing hands-on activity and differentiating our instruction to make sure that every student in our classroom is learning. That's just on the whole county policy. So one day, since that's been on my heart and mind for quite some time, I decided to post it as a journal question in my class. And here's what some of my students had to say.
No, I think I prepared myself. Like, some teachers and some classes that I have, like AP classes, they're super hard and stuff. So I've had to like feel more like a college student and work harder and like organize my own time. So that's really me.
Honestly, I don't, because some teachers really, you can tell they're really not interested in teaching, and we ask them for questions, they don't want to help. But there are a couple of teachers that do like helping you, so it's kind of like a yes and a no, but mostly no.
I don't. They just care about looking nice for the county and getting funding and their promotions. They care about them. They don't care about the actual education of students. So no, this school is not prepared for college.
To be honest, I personally don't think that it is preparing us for college.
I don't think this school is preparing us for college because, first off, our county is at 60%. So,
even though I've only been here for 2 years, I don't think it has prepared me for college, because most of you teachers don't elaborate on what they want you to do, and they don't really teach well. So honestly, no, I don't think that's prepared me for college.
They talk about it a lot. They talk about like making us college and career ready, but I'm like, where?
As you've heard, some of them had some really good points, and some of them, didn't really make any sense, but they still spoke their mind, which is one of the things that I'm trying to get my students to do. So today, during my lunch, I decided to interview 2 of what I consider to be really, really good students. At least in my class, they work well for me. And as far as I know, they do pretty good around the school in their other classes as well. And so I asked them to come on to What's the Tea today so we can talk about that journal question, whether they felt like their their high school was preparing them for college. And here's how it went. Check it out. Hi, and welcome to What's the Tea? Again, it's me, Ronita Aliece, and today I have two of my students here with me because we want to tackle the topic of whether high school is really preparing you for college and for career. So let's start with a senior, Matiwa. What do you think? Is your high school preparing you for college?
I would say yes and no, because they do actually have programs that help kids with the kids that don't have much get what they need for college. But then again, they also lack a lot of things that overall all the students need to really succeed in getting to college.
What about you, Jemiah?
Pretty much the same thing that she said. They do have a lot of programs and classes that colleges really like to see to get into, but it could definitely be more.
Outside of filling out applications, I'm talking about academically preparing you.
They're academically preparing us for, I guess, quizzes, because we take a lot of tests 24/7 all day. We take tests on top of tests, but then it also like fries the kid's brain, because if you're taking tests all the time, you're not like, and you're not really, sometimes you're not really getting feedback. You don't know what you're doing wrong. And my English class, it also really helps me because I'm writing a lot of essays, but it also doesn't help me because I don't really get those essays back that much, but I have seen improvement in my writing.
So how do you know you've made improvement if you're not really getting corrected essays back to show you where you're messing up?
I look at my work and I read over, I'll be like, that makes no sense. Why did you ever say that? And I look at the work that I do now and I'm like, wow, that's not me, but wow.
Okay. What about you?
At my English class, we pretty much do a bunch of reading and comprehension. Like, we currently reading a book, and there's this packet with all types of questions and stuff that help us really break down and get into the story. So that helps with, trying to really understand something and fully grasp it.
And are you being taught, or are you being given a packet and kind of sent off on your own? Because that's not teaching.
It's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Okay.
Too much of packets.
Yeah, too much packets.
Too much of packets.
Yeah, too much packet work.
So are you guys getting any hands-on activities, at least in your math class, to kind of help you understand?
Yeah, math, like the core classes, I would say yes. Maybe because I'm a senior and like they really push seniors, but they should start that from the beginning, not only push you when you're about to leave, because now you're putting all this pressure on me and y'all didn't do all this from the beginning.
Okay, and with
Yeah, no, I don't get a lot of hands-on stuff.
Really? Okay, so what math are you in?
I take geometry.
And you're in
Pre-calc.
pre-calc. Okay, are you looking to take AP classes? Or are you currently taking AP classes?
I'm taking 2 AP classes, AP Psychology and AP English.
Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to take AP class, or IB, one of them.
What's your current GPAs?
I have a 3.7.
Okay.
I have a good one.
What is
It's good enough for the college I'm trying to get into.
You're not going to tell us a number?
It's
Around ballpark?
It's a 3-something.
A 3-something. Okay. So what do you guys feel like, Matiwa as a senior, from this point on, being though it's third quarter, what do you feel needs to be done at this point in your high school career to help you to be ready for college?
I think that's really up to the students, like this late into the year, because you have to take initiative, like after school, to work on what you know that you lack, because it's just like sports. You're not going to learn everything through one coach. You have to coach yourself, and you have to ask around. Like, your family should be there for you. If they're not, like, have a friend's parent help you. And I also have a friend's parent help me too, because my parents, they're foreign, so they don't really know all of this stuff. So, yeah.
Jemiah, what do you think at this point, being in the middle of third quarter, about to go into your junior year, that you could do to help you prepare?
Well, I know I do need to, increase my study habits. I study, but I know I don't enough, especially now that I'm getting ready to go into my junior year, and a lot of people say like that's your toughest year.
It
Like,
is.
It's your hardest.
I
So
swear.
It was.
I was losing hair. Like, it was so hard.
Did they teach you all how to study? Like, did you learn study skills in English or in social studies or anything during your 9th grade year to help you for your following 3?
I did, but none of them work for me. You have to find out what works for you. Me, I'm a procrastinator. I procrastinate hard, so I know when I can get things done. So I like save things because some of my best work come out at the last minute.
Okay. What about you? Same thing?
I take a long time to actually get something done.
Okay. So both of you look at the camera and act as though you're speaking to an incoming 9th grader. Give that 9th grader some advice that they could use knowing your experience in high school, how they can prepare for college and career readiness.
Okay, first, you gotta get out of that childish mindset. You're no longer in middle school. It's totally different. You have to really be on your stuff. You have to focus. You have to want to do good. Because if not, it's gonna blow up in your face in the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say just get it done. Don't ask why. The reason is your education. You need it, and you can't go far in life without it. And start working hard in your core classes now and get your GPA high so you don't have to worry about it senior year.
So I hope you enjoyed the interview and the video clips that my students posted for their journal response. And I hope that you actually extend this and go out to your classes and ask your students, are you guys learning? Do you think that I'm preparing you for college? If not, what is it that I can do to better help you? Because it's not about us, it's about our students, it's about their future. We are preparing them for their future, okay? And a bunch of handouts and packets and dittos is not doing that for them. A lot of our kids are hands-on learners and they need those type of activities for the information to even stick. They aren't learning anything by just reading a book and filling in the blanks on a paper. They need reinforcement. You can't just teach something once and never touch it again like they're gonna just remember. You have to teach them study skills. You have to do all these things to prepare our students for college. So I challenge you this week to really ask yourself, are you really preparing your students for college and career? Are you doing them both? If you're doing them both, which one do you feel like you could be stronger in so that we are truly preparing our students for college and careers? Because right now, I'm not so sure we are. So again, thanks for watching. Next week, I am going to be talking about what can we do for our students who finish early. So don't forget to subscribe below or click the bell so you can get notifications as to when I post another video, and share. See you next week. Bye.